Yes friends, as part of this session, let's understand about string class methods. Okay, string class methods. Only few methods we are going to understand as part of this session. Still we are having many methods. Okay, no problem. Whatever methods we are going to discuss now are most commonly, that is oftenly used methods. Okay, now observe here. What is that? String class, string buffer class. Okay, class called string buffer. Okay, within this class we are having a method called as char method. As an argument we have to pass int which represents index. Okay, within this method we are having logic to return the specified index character. If this index is not a valid index, then you are going to get string index out of bounds exception. Even in string buffer you are going to get string index out of bounds exception. Okay, what is the implementation here? Logic to return the specified index, index character, getting specified index character. If the index is not a valid one, meaning is if the specified index, the value, that is int value, which you are going to pass as an argument to char method, is not available at string object. So I will tell what is the meaning of this valid index. Okay, it's not a valid. If the index is not valid, then there will be runtime exception called as string index out of bounds exception. Okay, observe here the best example for this one. Observe here, think that you are having a string object, okay, and char value, and this char value is referring think that I have created string buffer object. Okay, string buffer object by using string argument constructor. This is ANIL. Okay, let it be ANIL. Now what is the capacity? Capacity means what? Number of blocks available within the string buffer object. Now here you will have 0 to 19, meaning is 20 blocks. We have understood this thing at our earlier session. Getting? So here what because of new keyword, this object representation, because of this string buffer having argument as string, that is string buffer constructor having argument as string, is going to execute. Because of that, this memory representation is going to get created, where within that string buffer constructor having argument as a string is having call to superclass constructor by passing the value as what? S dot length plus 16. In this way it is having implementation. What's the length here? S length 4 plus 16 how much? 20. So that's why 20 blocks. Observe here I am creating an object by using string buffer class constructor having argument as string. So within that constructor we are having implementation to call what? Parent class constructor having argument as int. So by using super method we can call that constructor, that is parent class constructor. Here s dot length, this is s, this is observe here class string buffer, okay, class string buffer. Observe here, if there is a class called a, okay, class called a, now a no argument constructor is available. How to create object for this class? New a constructor. In the same fashion, string buffer class is available. I have used new keyword followed by constructor having argument as a string. Now within this constructor, s dot length plus 16, they are passing this value as an argument to parent class constructor. That's why 20 blocks, that is a capacity, and because of this string it will store here ANIL, okay, ANIL. This is the carrier reference, okay. Why I am giving this memory representation means, if you do observe string class implementations, there we have understood each and everything with naked implementations. I think if you know this implementation, then you can develop your own code for methods. For almost all methods you can develop, okay. For that's why we are doing analysis and we are knowing the exact thing, okay. Now observe, so 20 blocks are available, okay. Now observe here, now observe, now here if I want to know what is the character available at, what is the character available at third index, how can I know that one? Think that this is s1 referring this object. How to call? s1 dot char at of 3. It is returning what? A char, right? So let me put that one within SOP statement. What is the answer now? L is the answer, okay. Now observe here, if I pass an index here, if I pass an index such that, observe here, if I pass an index as an argument to this char at method, if I pass an index or an int value as an argument to char at method, such that that index is not at all having any element. Now tell me one thing, fourth index is having any element? Of course it will have default value. I don't want default value. Do you have any customized value here? At fourth index, at fifth index, at fourth index, at fifth and at 19th index? No, you are not at all having any customized character. Now here if I pass here 4, I will get runtime exception as what? String index out of bounds exception. But observe here, if I use capacity method, capacity always use what, friends? It will always tell how many blocks available. You can fill data for 16 blocks, it is telling, but your data is available only in 4 blocks. So by using caret method you can access your customized data but not default data. Observe here, by using caret method you can access only your customized data but not default values. That's why here valid index means, that is the meaning, that is for your customized data, whatever the index available to your customized data, only through that index values you can access characters. If you are using any index values such that those index blocks doesn't contain any customized data, then you will get string index out of bounds exception. Getting? Observe here, these and all the index values, these index corresponding blocks containing default values but not customized data. Getting? Observe here, you can implement this one, guys. If you are good in algorithms, you can implement this one. Thing is, you have to use your own cursor, that's it. Okay, now observe here, so you are getting what? Here you will get the data as, that is output as 20, but here you will get string index out of bounds, exception out of range, index is what? 4. Like that you are going to get the output. Okay, now let's go for other method. What is that means? Observe, simple method. It is length method, whose return type is int, which is public method. Within this method, we are having logic to return how many number of elements, customized elements available. It will return. Observe here, you are having logic to return a int value which represents number of elements, Now here, how many elements we are having? How many elements? 4 elements we are having. But how many blocks we are having as an empty? 16 blocks. You can fill your data in 16 blocks, no issues. Okay, now here if I call SOP of, if I comment this one, okay, or else, okay, let it be. Now if I call s1 dot, what is that? S1 dot length, what will be the answer to us? 4 is the answer to us. It is going to return an int value which always represents number of elements, that is number of customized characters available within the string buffer object. And these remaining 16 blocks are having default default values. What are those default values? Null characters. Null characters. Getting? These and all what? Null characters. Getting? So in these blocks you will have null characters. Getting? Observe, very specific thing. Okay, now let's understand one more method. What is that method? Observe. Now we are having thing that if you want to replace a particular index element, observe here, now I want to replace this 0th index element with uppercase. Such a type of method is not available as part of our string class, but we are having that facility within this string buffer class, that is ready-made function or predefined function. Okay, now what is that? If you want to replace a particular index element, then we can use set caret method. Okay, we can go for set caret method. It is purely meant for replacing. Okay, set caret method. As an argument you have to pass which index element you have to replace. I want to replace 0th index element. So observe here, 0th index element I have to change. So I have to pass this block index, which block value, which block data you want to change, that block index you have to specify. Okay, observe here, which block data you have to replace, that block corresponding index you have to pass here and pass the wanted character and pass what? The wanted character. Of course, this method return type, I think it's void. Okay, let it be. Return types doesn't matter to us. Okay, now observe here. This is what? This is what? A new character. Second argument is what? A character. If you give here 0, 0 indicates what? Which block data I have to change, that block index. If I pass here 0, it represents 0th index block data I want to change. With which? With this ch. Now it will be as what? Capital A. Okay, it will be as what, friends? As capital A. It will be as capital A. Now observe here, what is the logic within this setCaret method? To replace specified index block data with given char. Okay, by using given char. What is the logic? Logic to replace the specified index block with the specified index block data with the given char. Okay, with the given char ch. Okay, logic to replace specified index block data with the given char ch. Okay, it is going to replace the specified index block data with given char ch. If I call here as what? SOP, let it be s1 dot set char at of 0 comma capital A, and if you print SOP of S1, what will be the answer? Capital A N I L. Okay, and before this method, if you call SOP of S1, what will be the output? A N I L. Okay, A N I L will be the output. Now let's go for understanding one more method. Okay, let's go for understanding one more method. We are having one method called as capacity. We have understood this method at our earlier session itself. This capacity method will return an int value which always represents how many number of blocks available within StringBuffer object. How many number of blocks available within StringBuffer object. Okay, now within this StringBuffer object, how many blocks are available to us? 20 blocks. We are having how many blocks, friends? 20 blocks. We are having 20 blocks. So within this method, what is the logic we are having? Logic to return an int value which always represents what, guys? Which always represents number of blocks present within the StringBuffer object. Okay, within the StringBuffer object, it will return an int value. That int value represents a number of blocks present within the StringBuffer object. Okay, within the StringBuffer object. Okay, within the StringBuffer object. Now let's understand one more small method. Okay, let's understand one more small method. Observe here, if I want to delete a string, that is if I want to delete a data from one, that is from one index to other index, from starting index to the other ending index. My starting index can be any index, that is my starting index can be from 0 or it can be from 2. It can be from 0 or it can be from 1 or 2 or it can be as 3 also. If I want to delete a particular set of consecutive characters, if I want to delete a particular set of consecutive characters, then I have to depend upon one method called as delete method. You have to pass a valid starting index comma a valid end index. Okay, a valid index, observe, a valid starting index comma a valid end index. Of course, what's the method return type, even I don't know, let it be, no issues. The logic is very important to us. If it's having return type means directly I'm going to put that one as an argument to SOP statement, than that nothing. Okay, now observe here. Now observe here. Here the implementation is a slight different. Observe, from start index to end index, it will delete what? A set of characters available within StringBuffer object. Now observe how it is going to delete those characters here. What is the implementation within this method? Let's observe. Logic to delete is correct. Logic to delete this set of characters, getting set of characters from, observe friends, from start index to, observe here, end index minus 1, from start index to end minus 1 index only. Now if I pass the argument for this as, observe here, 1 comma 4, what happens now? If I pass as an argument to this method 1 comma 4, what happens? Simple thing, it will consider start index as 1 and end index minus 1 value as what? 4 minus 1 is what? 3. From 1 to third index, it will delete set of consecutive characters from 1 to 3. Observe here, if I call the method s1 dot delete of 1 comma 4, and if I print SOP of s1, what will be the answer? Just A, because from 1 to 3, from 1 to 3 I am deleting consecutive characters. Getting? So here I'll get the output as what? Just A. I'll get the output as what? Just A. These are some of the few methods available within our StringBuffer class. Still we are having some few methods. If you ask me to write my own code for these methods, for this caret we cannot write because it depends upon OS architecture. I think lots of predefined implementation is available for this caret method. Okay, even I have set to you at string class, we cannot customize the logic for caret without using any other method. You have to develop your own caret method. That thing we cannot develop. Okay, now coming to other one, length we can develop. I don't want to repeat this logic once again. Whatever the logic I have used as part of string class, the same logic you use here itself. Getting? Here also use the same logic, it will work. Now coming to set caret, I have shown this logic for you guys at the time of. Getting? You have to be so cautious to understand this logic. I have given the same logic by taking StringBuffer object, string class object, As part of discussing constructors, I have explained this set caret method logic, but I didn't highlight the method called set caret. Okay, but I have explained the logic how to replace a particular character, that is particular index block data. Getting that I have done by using string class object itself. The logic, even I have written the code, the same code if you follow here, that's it, the same thing is applicable. Okay, now coming to capacity, it is dead simple. It is dead simple. You can access string buffer object char value, because it is not private, it is not at all private. You can do access that one by using what? Object. And coming to this delete method, I hope a slight change, that's it. It is exactly similar to substring method of our string class. There I am taking a particular substring, that is start index to n-1 index characters, and I am just making those consecutive characters as a data within new character. Here the same thing you have to do, but you have to combine the same logic, but you have to combine. Observe here, if you are having ANIL 0 1 2 3, now start index is what? 1, end index is what? 4. You have to take this data and remaining data, and you have to create for these two one new char array. That's it. And what you have to do you know? If you are having char array means you can go for string class constructor having argument as what? Char array. You can go for string class constructor having char array. So you will get string object and use that object as argument to string buffer class. Within string buffer class we are having one constructor with argument as what? A string. You can use this constructor if you are getting this one. You can develop for all the methods your own customized logic. Almost all logics I have completed as part of string class itself. Okay, now what is this? For delete method, how to develop logic? You have to consider this part and this part. Dead similar to substring. If you are good in substring method logic, this is a dead simple one. Okay, so you have to take this part and that part, you have to combine those two parts within a new char array, and that char array must be passed as an argument to string class constructor, because within string class we are having a constructor with argument as what? Char array, so that you can create what? A string object. Getting? And this string object can be used as an argument to string buffer class constructor to create string buffer object. Okay, I hope you understand this one. Okay, so what we have discussed as part of this session, that is how many methods we have discussed? Some 5 methods we have understood here. What are those? Number 1 is the caret method, which is having argument as int index. This method is having logic to return the specified index. This method is having logic to return specified index character. If the index is not a valid index, a valid index means, observe here, I will let you know. Okay, so if the index is not the valid one, then there will be string index out of bounds exception. What is this valid index means? Simple. If you are having the blocks, with a customized data, if you are having the blocks within the string buffer object, that is char array blocks, and those char array is having that is char array is having blocks, right? And that blocks must have your customized data. Getting? This customized data, this is customized data. Getting these customized data blocks index are called as valid index. Remaining blocks indexes are not customized data block indexes. Here you have to pass valid index, means it represents, observe here, customized, getting customized data block block indexes, getting customized block indexes. If you pass some other block indexes which is having default values, observe here, and this is having null character. From 4th to 19th index you will have null character. So what happens here? If you pass those invalid indexes, you will get string index out of bounds exception. Okay, now we have understood that one by using what? One small thing. You might be getting doubt. You are having some 20 blocks, getting, but if I use 4th index, why I am getting string index out of bounds exception? That is the meaning. Valid index means the customized data block corresponding indexes are valid indexes. Default data block corresponding indexes are what? Invalid indexes. Okay, that is a proof. That's why I have used here capacity method. Capacity method, what it will return? It will return a int value. Getting, it will return what? An int value representing number of blocks present within the string buffer object. Okay, number of blocks available within the string buffer object. Okay, now what is the other method we have discussed? Length method. Okay, what we have discussed? Length method. And if you do observe, what is length method logic? What is the length method logic? It will return number of it will return number of elements available within string buffer object. That is customized elements, guys. Customized blocks, that is blocks containing customized elements. Getting, blocks containing customized elements. Okay, now observe here. Now observe. Now what is the other method we have discussed? We have discussed set caret method. Okay, we have discussed about set caret method. What this method is having as an implementation? It's having implementation to replace a particular index block character. Getting, it is used to replace what? A particular index block character. If I specify here 0, it will replace that 0th index block data with the specified char. Okay, and it's having return type as void. Okay, no issues. And observe, yeah, it's having logic to replace specified index block data with given char. Okay, and this is the example for that one. I'm changing 0th index block data to capital A, and if I print that S1 object, string buffer object, I will get capital A N I L as the output. Now coming to capacity, yes, it will return a number of blocks available within string buffer object. Now coming to other one, delete method. What it will do means, as an argument you have to pass two valid int values which represents starting index and end index. It will delete from the specified start index to end -1 index set of characters, that is consecutive characters. It will delete from the specified start index to end -1 index consecutive characters. It will delete. Okay, observe here. If I specify here 1 comma 4, it will consider as what? 1 comma 4 minus 1, that is 3. 1 to third index. 1 to third index, it will delete all the characters, and it will return that modified string buffer object. It will return what? Modified string buffer object. So if I call this method as what? 1 comma 4, and if I call this, if I pass that s1 as argument to SOP statement, I'll get data as what? Output as capital A. Okay, these are some few methods. First, let me compile and execute these methods first. Later we go for understanding remaining few methods. Okay, observe here. Okay, observe here. Let me go for understanding these methods. Okay, let it be s1. Now observe here, string buffer s1 equals to new string buffer. Now I want to get third index element. Okay, system dot out dot println of s1 dot char at of 3. What is the answer? I will get answer as what? L. Okay, I will get answer as what? Towards the source file name test frames. Okay, test.java. Now how to compile Java C? Test dot source file name dot. Okay, this is not the particular path. Here we have to go. Okay, now source file name is what? Java. Test dot Java. So Java C space test dot Java. Compile successfully. What is main method corresponding class? It is capital A. So put Java space capital A. So it is what, friends? L is the answer. Okay, it's not 1, friends, it is L. Okay, just for change, let me put this one as what? Capital L. Capital L. Okay, capital L is the output. Now what is the other one? If I pass here 4, what is happening? String index out of bounds exception. What is that? Out of range 4th index, right? Out of range 4th index. Let me compile and let me run. Observe here, string index out of bounds exception, string index out of range. What is that? 4th index. Okay, but observe here, you might be getting doubt, Mister, you are having capacity method, right, to find what? How many number of blocks available within this string buffer. You are having 20 number of blocks, but only few blocks are having a valid index range. Okay, what is valid index? The blocks which are having customized data, those blocks index values are called as what? Are called as what? Valid index. So if I call this method, what will be the output? 20, guys. Okay, it will give 20 as the output. But if I give here 4 s dot caret of 4, it will give what? Here you have to pass what as an argument? Valid index, that is customized block data, that is customized data block index. Okay, now observe. Okay, 20 out of range index is what? 4. Okay, now let's go for other method. Simple. Other method is what? Length. Okay, no need to compile and no need to even check, just for formality. So it will give answer as what? 4. Okay, it will give answer as what? Number of customized elements. Okay, now let's go for other method. What is that? Set caret. Yes, good method. Observe here. Now here I want to set this. Observe here, if I print this s1 reference object, what happens? Reference variable, it will give small a, small n, small I, small l. Observe. But I want to print here capital A. I want to replace the small a with capital A. What to do? What to do? Simple thing. S1 dot set char at of 0 comma capital A. Okay, now what will be the answer? What will be the answer, friends? Observe. What will be the answer here? Capital A NIL. Okay, capital A NIL. Observe here, which is used to replace the specified index block data with this character data which you are passing. Now coming to the other one, what is that method? Capacity we have understood. Now coming to delete method. Now I want to delete from first index to third index, from first to third index consecutive